mother's a child's first love, from carrying them in their womb for 9 months to putting Band-Aids on them when they get their first scratches. They're always there for you to protect you and teach you lessons about simple life. My mother's a great person, and I want to tell you a little bit about her. She formed me into the man I am today for a couple different reasons. But as a child, she always pushed me towards God, and that's huge, and that's one of the things that really establishes who I am. I'd like to think that I'm greatly established by church. As a child, I never really wanted to go to church. Nobody wants to go to church as a child, but she always pushed me towards God. She'd say, "It's Saturday, it's time for you to go get dressed and go to church." And I used to always huff and puff about it, but in the end, I always ended up in church. And I might not have liked it the first couple times, but a couple years later, it made a whole lot of difference. I'd like to think of myself as, I'd like to think it made an impact in my life, which is church, that is, going to church. She also knew which friends were beneficial and which were not. She knew which one of my friends were time wasters. She knows all my friends. She'd always point out my friends and be like, "Hey, you should watch out for this person," or "Hey, this is a really good guy. You can always count on him. He's a real one. You can always keep him around." Or, "I don't know about this one." And I always took that to mind. And it turns out every single time she said something about one of my friends, it was absolutely factual. And it came to be. It's kind of like she's a psychic. Maybe it's mother's intuition. Who knows? She taught me how to be independent. She always told me, don't count on anyone, don't rely on anyone. Sooner or later, she wouldn't be there, and she said the same would be the same for my father. And that's true. At some point, you're gonna have to ditch your parents, or not ditch your parents. It's just you're gonna have to sprout your little legs and be independent. And she taught me how to be independent. She taught me how to respect a woman. Now, without her saying a word to me, without her saying a word or showing any actions, she simply taught me how to respect a woman because she was present in my life. It's the simple fact that she's in my life and she's a huge impact in my life that I wouldn't want anyone to disrespect her, so I always carry that in my image. I'd never disrespect a woman simply because I've had a mother and I care way too much about her to just imagine. I couldn't even imagine anyone disrespecting her. I'm telling you guys, she brings out the best in me, and I'm sure you guys can relate. But yeah, that's just a little bit about my mother. Thank you.